Keep your hands up!
Friday, January 5th, 2024, Scioto County, Ohio. The police receive a call. A convicted drug dealer had escaped while on probation. He was identified in an attempted robbery trying to force his way into a home on Houston Hollow Road, where he fled after being confronted by the resident. Patrol units were dispatched to search for him, and the officers had to do everything they could to apprehend him before it was too late. A dangerous armed criminal running through the streets of Ohio could be capable of anything. I'm Tyler, and this is your daily dose of crime.
Drop your hands! Keep them up! Do not move! Out! He's about to come out that side. Do it! Out! Do it! Out! Get him out that side. Open that door and crawl him out.
Go ahead, Charlie.
Open that door, crawl out. Open the door and crawl out.
You think I want mother?
You better keep your hands up. Keep your hands up. You touch that waistband again, it will be done. Reach over there. Oh, hey, watch him. Let me get him a cup.
Yes.
The criminal, identified as Christopher Lorenzo Peak, had been surrounded by police on US 52 in Manchester, Ohio, an hour after the search began. But how had he made it that far? In his initial escape, Peak headed toward a school and carjacked a father who was waiting to pick up his child. With a gun, he then fired through the passenger window, striking the driver in the face and forcing him out of the truck, and taking off in the vehicle for his getaway. A school resource officer had tried to stop him, but it was no use once Peak had sped off toward US 23.
Out of the car! I can't move! I can't move!
Out the car.
That's right here behind me.
Got another set? Another set of cuffs? Another set? I'll have one. I'll drop them here. There. Stay right like that. Stay right like that. Put your leg right there. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Let's roll on over, okay?
Stop rolling your face in the ground. Now I'm going to sit you up a little bit. All right? Sit up. Sit up, bro.
Turn around and get you against this post over here, maybe.
There you go.
You breathe better?
Stay like that. Stop
Lean back against my knee. Just lean back.
Stop trying to make yourself puke.
You gonna be sick? Can you stand up? So you can puke or whatever?
Stop trying to make yourself puke. Just relax.
Peak was forcibly removed from the vehicle by officers after refusing to get out, and once on the ground and in handcuffs, his behavior started to get strange. He appeared to be gagging and writhing in pain, and police did their best to assist him as this criminal needed to pay for his numerous offenses. After speeding down US 23, Peak crashed into a semi-truck before fleeing down the road while throwing objects out of the truck to try and stop the pursuing patrols. Despite the Ohio State Patrol deploying stop sticks twice, they couldn't get him to stop. Peak then headed toward Portsmouth, and as he turned onto US 52, he reached speeds of 140 miles per hour, heading toward Adams County.
Sit down. He won't tell us.
So
I don't think he's really comprehensive over after.
we're not sure if his FDA is bad. Are you ready?
Well, he's been breathing.
We have to move his cup to the front. That's fine. It's up to you guys. But if we have
It's okay. Okay, tell me where you come from. Okay.
throw up.
I just can't have your clothes off into the concrete, Bobby.
Thank you.
Just gonna filter a pulse, okay?
He got rotated. rotate his arm.
Laying on his arm.
Move your arm to the right.
And bring it under you, okay?
Here, move it first.
No, I just need one.
Now we're going to
need
one.
What?
Quit moving your hand.
Listen, dude. Listen, you need to tell me what you took so I can help him. I feel like
Picture said the APAs would know they were down there.
As EMS arrived at the scene, officers moved Peak to the stretcher, preparing to transport him to the hospital, and it was unclear as if something was actually going wrong with him or if he was just faking it. Officers couldn't be sure if the criminal had consumed anything beforehand and feared that something worse might happen. Peak had crashed into a guardrail near Manchester when the police finally managed to stop him after a third attempt, deploying stop sticks once again. He had no injuries, and the crash in the truck had not been severe, so that didn't explain his current condition. Something had happened during the pursuit, and officers needed to find out what it was.
He's trying to puke. You got a bag?
watch your head.
So he's sticking his finger down his throat. Our deputy tried with it.
When he hit, right here,
Yeah, we know.
20, if that.
I'm going to cut this off so I get my pressure.
Peak was transported to SOMC where paramedics attended to him, and he was cleared and discharged immediately for arrest once it was confirmed he was completely unharmed. At trial, the state of Ohio presented 16 witnesses and more than 60 pieces of evidence. The defense presented no evidence at all, and the criminal was ultimately convicted of 20 out of the 22 charges that he faced. Christopher Lorenzo Peak, age 41, would be sentenced to 50 years in prison for charges including attempted aggravated murder, aggravated robbery, kidnapping, burglary, criminal assault, improper discharge of a firearm in a school safety zone, tampering with evidence, and obstruction of justice, among others.